All right, thank you for staying with us. It's Daybreak, Tuesday's edition, reaching you live from Edo Broadcasting Service. It is a good day. I don't know about you over there, but for me, it is a good day because I'm alive. Yeah, I'm alive. My name is Josephine Ehimhe. Peggy.
Good morning, viewers. Good morning. Indeed, it's a beautiful day, and I welcome you to the show this morning, Daybreak. And it is last Tuesday of the month of September. I know you'll be saying, the year is rolling out now and nothing to show.
All right,
I want you to stick to that there's something.
All right, thank you. As usual on our program, we have the family segment, we have the religious segment, we have the newspaper review, and other segment. By 7:30, we'll be going for the morning news. Please stay with us because today is an unusual program day. Yes, because you'll be glad you did. Our family segment will continue from where we stopped 2 weeks ago. What you should be looking for, why section as a student, as a single brother or sister. I don't want you to miss that because that is the basic, the foundation of it all. When you get it right from the start, then everything will be okay. But let's see what the papers are saying this morning before we go for the morning news. Punch, according to the Punch paper, INEC, CAN, Sultan warns against violent campaigns. Federal government reverses varsities reopening. Order. ASU, adamant. Afenifere justifies Obi's endorsement. Tinubu's team fumes. 35-year-old importer in court over $11,000 fraud. Why we are supporting Tinubu, Osun NMPP, NAS candidate. Kogi sees church over bulletproof water, unregistered hospital. All right, moving on. Midnight gunshots, burglars terrify Lagos community. Things are getting tough and most boys are coming out. May God protect us. Kaduna Plateau terrorists kill farmers, order abduct 22. OPC arrest 2 for stealing machine in Lagos. Our land banking drives Nigeria's real estate market. Nigeria committed to achieving greener shipping. This is attributed to the federal government. Moving on, INEC rules out guidelines for campaigns in Kwara. Campaign, Atiku appoints Saraki, others as special advisors. Federalizing everything makes governance hard. This is attributed to Ekiti Speaker. Social media may worsen insecurity. The NAS clerk is saying this. All right, let's run and see what Vanguard is saying this morning. Okay, on the Vanguard this morning, 2023, INEC, NBC, others read Riot Act, warn against anti-peace activities. 8 Rivers communities picket NDPRO over alleged sacking of workers. 2023, consider age, mental physical capacity, Northern Elders, Catholics, caution, Nigerians. NFF election, Marcelo appeals for waiver. Okay, customers insist I use only now, POS. Okay, that's by the way. World Maritime Day, Nigerian joins IMO for Sustainable Shipping Development Initiative. Ex-servicemen storm Ministry of Defense, protest unpaid benefit. To me, that was a no-no. Those that fought for us should be well taken care of in their old age. Building collapse, former NIOB president laments alarming rate. Okay, that's the much we can take this morning on the newspaper review. Hey, Pastor His Johnson is standing by, and I want to introduce him. Just tell us a word before we go for the morning news. Where is this section? What, again, is the most important thing to look at for? Briefly.
Okay, like we said 2 weeks ago, which I said, one of the most important things to search out for when you want to get married is character, the relationship with the person with God. Other things will follow as we come back.
Okay, character, and I know a lot of persons do pretend. A lot of persons, because they want to get to the other side, they can pretend for years. But God help us.
By all means, they can enter the home.
You can say that again,
Yes.
baby. All right, we continue this conversation after the morning news. Please stay. All right, thank you for staying with us. It's Daybreak, Tuesday's edition, and it's reaching you live from the Broadcasting Service in Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria. It's a soft start program, and we just roll. But all we do here is to ensure that you have the adequate information and you are entertained while getting this information. We are starting with a family segment. Again, we started earlier before the morning news. We will stay on it, and we're looking at issues that concerns the single brothers and sisters. Yes, you have not been forgotten, and if you are not forgotten by us humans, I believe God has not forgotten us also. So this morning we'll be looking at. We started 2 weeks ago. Why section? What you should look at. A lot of persons are going into cosmetics, not just physical cosmetics, but outward cosmetics in terms of character. But what should you do in order not to make mistake? Because there are a lot of divorces everywhere. You see people just getting married, the next day they are out of it. We don't want you to make such mistakes. That's why we have counselors that will guide you to make the right decision. Pastor Richard Ben, our marriage counselor, is with us this morning. Pastor Richard Ben in Maswin. You're welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, and good morning, viewers.
Hayes Johnson is with us. Good morning.
Good morning, viewers. Good morning, everybody again.
Pastor Emerson, you're wearing the color of love.
Yes.
Yes, love for the singles. Okay. All right. Before we went for the morning news, we spoke about, he said, when you're looking for somebody that you want to settle with, that character is basic. But I said, a lot of persons do pretend, and there are a lot of pretense everywhere. So how would you know if this person is real? I know we are not Holy Spirit, because the Holy Spirit is the best teacher, but as humans, how will you know that this person is real? And whatever is giving you or is showing you right now, they are who the person says they are.
Okay. I would like to start from the main, and what is that factor in helping you to dig deep into the person you are about to get married. Is the God factor. The God factor. You can't rule it out. When you that God factor will help you to know this person, the totality of the person. If you find peace with the person, if you will live long, because there are some person, there's somebody that got married, and a night after she died. Some persons, a month later, they die. So this very vital part of your marrying the individual is so important. Is the person ready to die, or is going to live long with me? Because you don't want to be a widow, you don't want to be a widower. So it's that God factor. We talk about people who say things like, oh, this person pretend. How will I really know this person? When you involve that God factor, I mean, our Creator, being able to involve Him through prayer.
Irrespective of your religion.
Irrespective of your religion. Irrespective of your religion. You involve God in that relationship. Unfortunately, many people don't believe in it. They say, I know what I want. I've seen her. She has straight leg, and he's just what I want. It's beyond that. So that God factor, number one. Number two, consciously take the person unaware. Yes. Be around without invitation. It's not as if you are being suspicious. And then, for crying out loud, you must not always announce to the person, I'm coming. Okay, the day you don't announce when you come, he pick offense or she pick offense. No. You should, We should learn to, because you are still dating, you are trying to make, you see, when you involve elders, your parents, in your courtship, like as in, okay, dad and mom, I want to involve, or even elders, you involve them. What do? They go to make research for you in their own way, through prayers or through going around the family of that individual to find out some vital things, which we don't do now. We just hide under the guise of I'm in love, I think I am okay, I'm in love, and then you go in there later and then you find out, oh, this is not what I bargained for. So take the person unaware, and also consciously try to do some things to see reactions.
Okay, I'll pause you there.
Yeah.
Because before Peggy will come in, let me ask Ace Johnson. Talking about going to the person unaware, unannounced, you just visit the person. But during dating, you can date more than one or two persons. True or false?
False.
It's false. Okay.
Because you'll be confused.
Because you dating one or two persons, more than one to two persons, is you are not sure what you want. You are trying to start, you are finding, you are looking for.
Okay.
And in the place of looking for, you still conflict your own interest.
So we should define it. Maybe
Yes.
when you are getting serious with the person, maybe
Yes.
there is introduction, because
Yes.
we shouldn't just bracket it
No.
that when you are just
On
dating,
platonic-
like
platonic
just,
level.
yes, oh, I'm interested in you, I like you, I love you, and because of that, now you are the only person. So I want you to, because most persons get this wrong, because okay, I want to get settled with you, and because of that, you should just be mine, and the person will not have access. Are you coming to meet the person, and somebody is there, you pick offense?
Okay. The truth is this: when we are having mutual friendship relationship, it's different from when we're having an interest in dating. Somebody I want to spend the rest of my life with, somebody I want to have something intimate with. Now, also, ladies and gentlemen, don't miss this fact. Not because you are dating a boy or dating a girl, that person must push away all other friends. That's not possible. A person is not a wood. Take on the person as a flower. Whether a male or a female, the person is a flower. The person was beautiful or handsome, that was why you were interested. So that person definitely is seeing what you're saying. So the way to treat that kind of relationship is, when you know we're getting serious, spell it out. Don't pretend and say, well, we are platonic friends or just casual friends. No, spell it out. He should know, she should know that we're getting serious, or I'm taking it very serious. So how are we moving? Now, when you don't define what is not defined, abuse is inevitable.
Okay.
What you don't have good information about, you definitely misuse it. So when I know I am dating this girl, everything I do should center around it. And every person around me should also know this is my focus. Not she is one of my focus. I repeat again, she is one of my focus. So when she's one of my focus, certainly I'll get distracted with other guest reaction and other things I'm saying. But when I know she's my focus, everything I'm doing will be pointed at this person. I want to know who she really is. I want to know who he really is. So whatever I'm doing is consciously to that person, to that interest. Now, some people say, I'm not a jealous lover. Don't deceive yourself. Everybody, even our God, is a jealous lover. And I'm not jealous. He can't. It's a lie. The person is just deceiving you. That's first red flag you should look out for.
Or he's not into you.
Yeah. God himself said, I am a jealous God. So if he creates us and is a jealous God, that means we have his characters. We have everything he has. This person is a jealous person, that person is. So whatever you're doing, don't deceive yourself, I am not jealous. Or I will not be jealous. Like Pastor said earlier, when you are into this person, you have to consciously or unconsciously cause the persons to how will I put it, to sight the person, to know what the person can do at different times. Just like in the first period of dating, a guy and a girl, nobody reacts to anything. Oh, by I love it, whereas you don't love it. If you don't like salty food, if you don't like spicy food, say it. If you don't like the way she smiles, the way she dresses, the way he reacts, say it. Don't pretend, because in the real world, marriage, these things will come up again and again and again. In fact, they will come when you don't even expect it. They will come when you have just talked about it today. They will come again tomorrow. So, in order to avoid those things, when you're into this person, be open, be a white book. And everybody can see through and understand that this is what he wants, what he doesn't want. This is this. Don't try and camouflage attitude. Now, why this person is with you, try and at all times look at what the person is looking at. If it tallies with your own vision or your plans, your part of life, because there are some guys who they just dress whatever they want to dress. They just they just wear whatever they want to wear, and some ladies as well, they just wear whatever they want to wear. Take note: if you are in a relationship with somebody, your dressing, your attitude should complement that person. You should be conscious about that person. Say, if I'm dressing like this as a girl, exposing my body, how will my partner feel?
What if the partner likes it?
I'm coming to that. How my partner feel? Will it send a good result, a good reputation of my partner? Now, if your partner likes it, do it with consciousness, with sense. Not because he likes you dressing very smart, very sexy. At every given time, you're going to the market, you dress sexy. You're going to the shopping mall, you dress sexy or dress naked.
You're going to church.
You're going to church, you dress half naked.
Yeah.
Trust me, you are already telling yourself, this is who I am. I'm in
stupid.
public.
Figure.
Anybody can come at any time. But because you know this person likes it, do it when you're around a person. Give the person the due respect. A guy or a lady, give the person the due respect.
All right. Peggy, do you have a question for that?
Okay, I want to ask Pastor Rich Rosenberg, talking about the God factor. You know, when you were saying that, people would think maybe you must be born again before you know such a God factor. Can you further explain the God factor when you want to go into searching for a life partner?
Okay, if the person should be born again, when we're talking about God factor, I'm saying you should involve God in that relationship. I'm saying you should tell him about the relationship you're in. And somebody will ask, should the person be born again? How do you talk about God factor when you don't know the God? You understand? So that answers that question. You must have some measure of relationship with this God that will now give you the audacity to approach him now concerning your relationship and concerning the person you want to settle down with. I just hope I've answered that question.
All right.
Okay, let me go again. Concerning, you said we should involve our parents or even elders concerning when we are searching. We have found that time and time, doing that bring problem to the marriage.
Okay.
Or even during that period, the parents say, I don't like this person, I don't like this. Because of that, you know, children, you keep to doing things secretly. So I want you to talk about that.
That's a very beautiful question, and it's a huge problem that parents cause for themselves. You should know that your boy child, your girl child is now grown. Now to the extent that they want to take steps to settle down, you should give them some measure of allowance to make choice for themselves. So where the parent factor come in is when you now discover, oh, this is the person my daughter, my son is going out with. Help them with prayers. Help them with guidance. But I must say this. Many parents will tell you, where is she from? Isha Emma. Don't do that. If somebody from a particular part did something before you some time ago and you concluded, oh, is this the way this person is? Don't generalize it to the people. It's about that individual, not the people. Don't tell me because an Igbo person did something, all Igbos are bad. Or because a Benin person did, oh, all Benin ladies are. No. It's that individual. And because you'll be, okay, for me, before I got married to my husband, there was this general saying, oh, please don't have anything to do with Benin men. No. Benin men are bad. Benin men are this. Benin men are that.
Proud.
They are proud. They are saucy. They are this. They are that. But when I met my husband, I was like, is he not? I kept watching him. Is he not a Benin? I kept, are you a Benin person? He said, I'm a Benin. So I made up my mind I'll marry him. But the next battle was my people. How will I present him before them? Because they've ruled it. My elder sister married a Benin man and had a very nasty experience. So they concluded nobody again from this family go that way. And so here I was again. Here am I coming with another Benin man. But I stood my ground, not in rebellion. If you are standing your ground as a young boy, as a young girl, to like, no, this is the love of my life, this is the person don't do it in rebellion to your parents. Don't walk out on your parents. This thing, you see some people will say, well, since my parents are not agreeing, I'll go and buy a parent. You are denting your future without knowing. You want to go and buy a parent? You present another father and mother on the day of your marriage where your parents are still alive? You've already put costs on that marriage.
Or bringing your uncle.
Or bringing your uncle to represent your parents that are alive. Don't do that. Look for a way to persuade them with patience, with prayers, with love, with petting. When you are convinced, be sure you are convinced. Because if you have pet them now, if you are done petting them to go your way, and later you go to the marriage and you start roasting, who will you run to? To be so shameful.
All right. So because of this, what you just said, a lot of persons are ashamed of their parents. Yes, because of maybe the kind of home they want to get into.
I love this.
And because of that, because of their own standard or what they are going through, they will not introduce this same family to their family. And
somebody, thank you, I already know where I'm going. Somebody came to me, the man she wants to marry. I mean, she has been waiting for this man all her life, and finally the man came, and she was like, nothing made me miss this man. But guess what? Her father is leprous. Her father, leprosy have eaten. I'm not telling you stories. I just handled this matter not too long ago. Leprosy have eaten the hand. You know what leprosy does now? So she ran back to me. Mommy, what will I do? I mean, the man I'm marrying, dignitaries will be around that day. How do I present my father with half hand? And this man is on me. I'm even afraid and ashamed to tell him that my father is leprous. I told her, I said, this is a huge test on you. Wow. I said, that man is leprous, but who gave birth to you? He said, it's my father. And I'm even the one taking care of my father because she's a medical person. So the father is with her in her area. You know, they are taking care of the father in the hospital. I said, go and buy stockies. Wear it on his hand. Wear it on him. And make sure he's around that day.
wow, that's a big one.
She took a deep breath. I said, yes. I said, you need his blessing. I said, that man loves you so much. Hearing alone that you are ashamed of him, that you can't present him on that day, that will even kill him quickly. And this is a man you have been rescuing, so he will not die. This one will kill him. So, and she did just that. She bought the stockings, wore it on him, and he was around that day to give his blessing. Nobody even took note of the hand.
But is that nice if, for instance, you want to settle down with somebody and you're not telling your partner whatever is going on in your family? Because some family, they have these traits that this can come through the children, and you're not telling this person, and you just paint everything that is okay.
Pastor He's have something to say. But sorry, let me quickly say this. There is time for everything. There's time for everything. There are things you should not let out untimely, but that does not mean you should not let them out. So, Pastor He's.
From what you just said, sorry, I'll go a bit spiritual. There's something called pattern of the bloodline.
Yeah.
So if you're dating, I think you need to know, from the very beginning, you need to know the pattern of the bloodline of your partner. Because there's some families you get into, you just find out that the girls, they are married, but after 3, 4, 5 years, they're out of marriage. They are back home to come and sit with daddy, or because they are well to do, they have to rent an apartment or something. You need to know those things. You also need to know the trace of the family, if it's a family who is focused on whatever they are doing. Now, the reason why I said this is this. So you will not get into a home and within a short time start having issues in your marriage. You don't know where it's coming from. When you know, you now need to, from the beginning, if you know it happens, it happens. You need to find out, why are these ladies or these guys leaving so early? Why are the men dying on time? So you need to know. So you will not get into a marriage and become a widow or widow on time, or you now become a divorcee at very tender age.
Called the pattern.
Yeah, it's called the patterns. Now, these patterns might not be their doing. There are some things you can say, okay, you can change. Oh, it's character problem. Oh, they don't believe in this and this.
Mental health
Yes, you
issues
can check
also.
and see if you can correct it. If you cannot correct it, back out. It's what you know you can correct with one or two other counsels and advices, and you seek medical or seek advice and say, oh, this can be changed, can be worked on, this is a worked over thing. Go ahead. But if it's what you know is not worked over, don't attempt it because of the part of the bloodline. Now, just like the pastor said, when you get into any relationship, not because you so love the boy or so love the girl, you're just telling your family story from beginning to the end. No. That's something you have to keep first. It's when the person is now the member and in-law. That's okay. This one is not like a secret that is killing. You now start talking about it.
So you don't say everything.
You don't say everything at the beginning. No. If it's now when your partner went around, maybe with the help of your parents, to find out that this family, this is their trace. You now ask questions. That's the only point you can now say you want to talk about it. But when it's not important, it's not killing stories, it's not detriment to your relationship, but you can keep those things.
What about if the other person, for instance, for the guy is impotent or the girl is infected, they are having issues. Should you keep it there? Maybe after the marriage, you now say, I have this issue.
If you keep it after the marriage, then you're an enemy. You are
Because you said something just like,
yes.
You don't say everything.
I was going to say.
That kind of thing, you need to say it from the beginning. This is not family, this is you. I said the family, the general family. But if it's you personal, you know you have this kind of health issue. Partner, I have this health issue. I have been battling with it, or I don't know. I just found out some 2 weeks or 1 month or 1 year ago. I'm working. Say it. So the person can cope with you. The person goes on. There is a case that came to my table. So I think on Sunday or so, just this week, that the woman had 2 children before got married to this man, and they said they talked about it. But the man now, they've married for 4 years. We just got to know that the man has spent almost 7 million trying to see how they can have issue. The man, they say they have gone to churches, they have gone medical, they have gone traditional, they've done everything. He just found out that the wife has done over 7 abortions. Is that not wicked? Said because she wants to keep her shape. She was talking to her sister on phone.
Why she's married?
Why
she
she's
was
married,
doing abortion.
yes. She has done 7 abortions. And the man has spent over 7 million or about 7 million trying to see how they can have at least just one. Thinking maybe it's health issues or her health issue or something. So if you have health issues, for example, say it. So if your partner can cope, that is where love comes in. I've seen someone who is not blind, a lady who is not blind, married a blind man. So she knew from the beginning, this guy is blind. He's blind. Oh, let's go ahead. I also heard of a story where the man is impotent. The wife, the girl got to know because the guy, they had an operation. So the operation didn't go perfectly well. That was why the guy became impotent. It's you I love who can adopt children. And they have 3 children, adopted children. 3 children adopted.
And they're still married.
About 10 years now. About 10 years married. The 3 kids they went to adopt, they look for kids that are I think they said months old, not even up to a year. So they took them as babies and tutored them. They have grown up now. So if you let them know those kind of things about you, when they are aware, please tell them. Then if the partner can stay because he or she loves you, the person will stay. But the person does not love you, or the person is afraid of, I don't think I have strength for these fights in the marriage. The person can pull out. The person is not an enemy. The person just wants it peacefully so that you won't start having issues while you're married. My kind of advice is, please, personal issues, tell your partners.
Talking about the lady that maybe she's doing abortion because she doesn't want to spoil her shape, and the husband is going everywhere to help the situation. You are a woman. Can you talk to other women? Because a lot of women, some of them are into this. This man, they go wait till you never go see anything. Can you talk to them?
So, well, first of all, for me, I think that is foolishness on the part of that woman. But before I answer this question, let me say something about the question we had before on the table, where we're coming from. talking about secrets, family patterns. When you're married to a man who refuses to tell you some things in his family, or a woman, I don't want you to see it as suicidal, because in Africa, no family is free. No family is free. Some things that are prominent or that are peculiar with my family, they are peculiar with my family, but you have your own also. You are not free, I'm not free. So that aspect of, why didn't you tell me before I marry you? For example, I have somebody who have mental issues. They have this mental issue with their family. Many people have gone gaga, and so he kept it. And then later on, the lady found out from him. It's not something you should now start dragging the man. Why did you tell me before I marry you? What about you yourself? And then Pastor Hayes said something which is very important. If you have issues with your family, don't keep them forever. Make sure you tell your partner, especially when you're married to a partner that knows God. Tell them to him, tell them to her, so that you can both join hand in prayer, so that that pattern will not repeat itself in your own family. Because if you keep them and then they start coming, you will not know, the other person will not know to agree with you in prayers. That's that. Then this aspect of you want to keep your shape. You don't want to be like me, Orobo. But I already have my children. That's foolishness. And you are making your husband to waste money. He has spent up to 7 million. And then you're not even telling him you are doing abortion. Do you know that this abortion, there are women who do abortion again and again, when they now need the children, they will not see children. They will not see children. So I beg you. And so there are so many things that are popping up in my mind. So stop it. Stop it. Have your children. There are many things you can do to still keep your shape. Then to the man, if you are the type that is a shape freak, shape freak, you keep telling her, no, I can't cope with a woman that's shapeless. No, I cannot. And she keeps seeing the ash all over you. And she doesn't want to lose you to all this Jackie Chan outside. So she's doing everything to make sure she keep you.
Yes.
So on the part of the man, on the part of the man, take it easy. If your wife put to bed and she's losing shape, help her to retain her shape. Help her. You can help her. Press her, whatever. Help her with gym or whatever, so she can retain her shape. Don't mock her. Don't mock her. You always mock her up and down, and then to the extent that you are eyeing other girls out there. And it was even your children that turned her into this. I hope you know that. Your kids, your children turn her into it. Now you're happy you have children, they bear your name, but look at the result is your wife. So you should join her so that she can go back to her shape. So
Okay,
it's
two
sides of the coin.
Go around on this section. I want to talk about finance. When going to marriage or looking at a sexual partner, should we consider finance?
Finance is as important as human. You need to consider finance.
Okay.
Don't deceive yourself to say money is not important. It's not important because you are deceiving yourself. But take note, money is important, but it should not be the main thing, because money comes and goes. The only thing is you need to plan and know how to manage finance. Money is like, some people say money is spirit. Some people say money is wind, it comes and goes. If the guy is not well to do financially, it's not a big deal. What you need to do is, bros, what's your plan? What are you doing? Is he productive now? Is he working now? Check his pattern. Has he been working to make ends meet, or is he growing in his working? Is he smart? Is he thinking well? Those are the things you need to check. To the lady, because what we are right now in the world is not just all about the guy financing. Both hands, see, they can help each other. It's much better and much easier. Check the lady too as well. Is she productive? Or can she be the real helping hand to you when you're making money or producing stuff? She can help you manage your finance. Check both sides. Money is important, because if you don't know how to manage money, trust me, you have constant filago in the office, in your home. There will be constant Words
There will be
torso,
tension.
words torso, emotional torso, all kind of torso, because your wife needs to make her hair. It's a must. She needs to make her hair. She needs to look good, like the flat we're talking about, or the shape. It's money that will make you keep that thing in place. You want her to look smart. It's the money that will make her look smart. It's not words. It's not speaking English.
Or emojis in your phone. You send that phone though.
She needs what we are in now. She needs a smartphone. If it's the one that is freak of an iPhone, she needs it. You might not be able to get her the iPhone 13, whatever, but money is involved. For you to even eat good food, money is involved. To pay your rentage, money is involved. So money is important. To build your home, your children are coming up, money is involved. So you need to be careful, ladies, guys as well. You need to be careful. This girl I'm going to enter a relationship with, is she prudent with money? Is she a wild spender or a wise spender? I come again. Is she a wild spender or a wise spender? Some girls want to buy 15 hairs in 1 month. Why some girls want to buy 1 hair in a year and keep the rest money, manage the rest money, to see how that one can reproduce again to buy another hair. But someone should just buy. Why some guys, they want to club and want to buy all the latest fashion and look good for their guys. Meanwhile, take note, in this life, nobody do competition. Nobody will carry first. Nobody will carry last. Run your race by yourself and manage your resources. It's very important.
Thank you so much for that thoughts this morning. But
Thank you very much.
there's something I want to there's a question I want to ask Pastor Richard Ben. A lot of persons early this year, they said, 2022, I'm settling down in my home, either the man or the woman. And we are almost towards the end of the month. And some of them, there's nobody telling them hello. And some are agitated right now. They're feeling so bad. And they're just thinking, can any good thing come out from this year again? Pastor Richard Ben, I want you to talk to these singles.
Let's call a spade a spade. If from beginning of this year, till now, as a young boy, as a young girl, nobody said hi, you have big problem. Don't take it as, I know I'm going to encourage you, but it's a big problem. Because sometimes there are problems that are spiritual. You know, this is the work I do. You have problem. Nobody's saying hi. From beginning of this year till now. Now, some of the problem could be that you are too saucy. Some of the problem could be that you are feregeje in your dressing. You are a young girl, but you dress like, some of the problem could be guys are scared to approach you because of your outlook. So these are things you need to work on as a person. As the year begins to, wrap up, sit down. Why is somebody not coming? Why? Then some of the problem could be spiritual. I've had to pray with some singles. You'll be amazed. This single that came and like, Marika, nobody's coming. That many years, I can't go, can nobody have said hi. We finish prayer. This person will come back and say, it's like I'm the only guy in the whole world. Everybody, they are they're all over me. So I know what I'm saying. So if nobody is coming, don't take it with levity. Don't take it as well. It does not matter. That's one part. The other part is sometimes you have done everything you know to do and nobody's coming. Don't kill yourself. Don't kill yourself. Keep upgrading. Keep working on yourself. Keep making yourself better as you wait, because by and by the person will come. That you are single, like I normally say, is not an incurable disease. Yeah. So don't see yourself as, oh, I'm single now, I'm ashamed. Why should you be ashamed? You are taking time because you want to come out in a massive way. Yes. That's it. God is taking time because He doesn't want to just show you. There are some things that you are carrying and He wants to make sure none of these things drop by the wayside. That's why He's taking time before He lets you out. So let that mind be in you and keep telling yourself, I'm coming out big. I'm about to come out in a very massive way. And when you have that in your mind, it will come to pass. As I wrap up, don't become gloomy. Don't kill yourself because you feel nobody's depressed. And don't go and put hand in anyone. Like many people will say, since no one is coming, I beg. Whether it's anyone, so far, I answer somebody's name. No. No.
That's easy. You want to say something to that?
So I answer Mrs.
Bible says there's times and seasons for everything. Character deficiency is one of the problems that makes some persons stay longer as singles. Now, you also need to understand why you're still single. You need to start reading, studying, finding out how relationship grows. So when you get to know these things, when they are coming around, you will not be strange. You will not start acting immature. Just like she said, you might be somebody who talks anyhow. Guys are blown away by girls who talks anyhow. But guys are easily attracted to ladies that talk smartly. When they hear your words and see you talk wisely, they are easily good to you. You're beautiful or you're not beautiful. They know you talk wisely. Your words are seasoned. They easily go to you. Guys as well, when ladies see that you are very saucy, you're unkempt, you're dirty looking, no matter how rich you are, they might just want to stay to chop your money and leave you because you are rich and you are dirty. Keep yourself clean. There's a popular saying, dress the way you want to be addressed. So guys, keep yourself clean. Beautiful ladies are around waiting for you to just clean up. That's all. They don't want the big money, they just want somebody who has sense as a man. Somebody who has sense. Some guys are very rich. Ages on their head, but they don't have sense. Or how to handle issues, how to control themselves, how to comport themselves. Just have sense. Why she talk about the spiritual part? I'm talking about the physical. Have sense. Know how to be prudent in everything you do. People will come for you. Trust me.
All right, thank you so much, Pastor A.S. Johnson, for your thoughts this morning. We appreciate you. Pastor Richard Spain.
Yeah, I know you are going to thank me. Young girls, don't forget, as you are waiting, learn how to be accommodating. Yeah. Know that you are about to enter into a family. Learn respect. Learn that accommodating. When you see the person's parents or whatever, learn to respect them, irrespective of the number of certificates you have been able to acquire in school. Very important.
All right, Pastor Richard Spain, thank you for that. I believe with these thoughts this morning, those of us that are trying to get to the other side, we will get to it. And when we get to it, we will not miss it. I appreciate you. That's the segment this morning. Our religious segment will come up soon with Benita. Please do stay with us.